So today on the MX-5 I'm restoring. I'm going to be putting all the bumpers, headlights, and then in the last video we painted these. We're going to be putting them on. In order for us to bolt these up, we're going to have to remove a few snap bolts for the wings. So you can see from here, we got one up here that's snapped off, which has been painted over, which you can't, it's not focusing. There, we got one there. Both of them down on this side. That bolt up here have been snapped too, so we're going to have to drill them out. And then same for the other side. We've got the bottom two that are broken as well. And I believe we have this one here we're going to have to drill out. And also then I have to clean this up here and reapply seam sealer because it was leaking into the front carpet. I'll just do the same on the other side as well. We just got all the holes all drilled out, all the bolts that were stuck in there. So now we should be able to mount in the painted wings. So you can see here was one. We got that drilled out. We got that drilled out and threaded, and then the two down the bottom we got drilled out as well. Same for the other side. So we got this all painted up. We got the new seam sealer on, and then we just painted on the matching colour just so it blends in a bit. You won't notice this anyway because whenever the wing's on you won't see it. And we've just moved on to these doors. There was a little bit of rust peeling here, so it must have been from when I opened the door. The wing wasn't fully attached and it was hitting it, so it was just peeling away on the metal or peeling away on the paint. So we're just going to clean that up, and then we're going to spray that. So we're just going to let that primer dry. So what we did, we ground it down to metal, and then put some rust converter on there, and then we've primered it. Now it's ready to get the little stone chip and then a bit of matching paint, and then we can blend it in there. And then on the other side here we've got the same problem here. So I haven't primed or anything yet, I just need to mask it up. It's ground down. I'm going to just I'll put the rust converter on it, as you can see, and that's what it looks like there. Just put that on just in case, and then we're going to put the zinc primer on, and then stone chip, and then paint. We also started the rears. A bit of rust here. I've ground down. Same for the inner arch from all the stones chips hitting it. It's peeled away the paint, so it started rusting. So what I did, I got some Durex C gel or Durex gel, which is instead of a rust converter, it actually eats away at the rust. We'll leave this about a couple of hours, and then it should be able to wipe it off, and all the rust will be gone. We can come back once it's done, wipe it off, and get the zinc primer on, and we can get this all painted up. I also might just do the stone chip on the inner part of this, just so it has that extra bit of protection from all the stones flying up on it, just like we have here. So I'm just going to let that Durex gel sit there for a while. It does say it takes anywhere from 30 minutes to 120 minutes, probably, and longer if it's thick rust, but there's barely any rust there. It's just more like a surface rust. We'll let the Durex gel do its thing, and then we'll come back and get all these primed and stone chipped, as well as get it painted up as well. we got everything all painted with the base coat. We've got the 2 doors pieces and then the rear arches. We got that with the base coat, and on the last coat here I just put some paper here so we can feather in the paint. So we got it here looking nice. We've got it all painted. It's all that's left is now, and we got the stone chip as well layer on the inside just to give it that extra bit of protection, but you can't see it from the outside, so it's hidden. So we're just going to let that dry. We got here, if it focuses, all painted, and this side's dry. No more rust on that section on the door. And that's the same for both sides. I'm just going to go get the clear coat all set up, and then once that's dry, I'm going to go mix up the clear coat and get that sprayed on the 4 sections that we have painted, and then we should be pretty much finished with that. And then we'll let that dry, and then we can hopefully get the whole car and the bumpers, whole car together with the bumpers. All the inner arch liners and all that, get that, and then we should have a fully complete car. Just got the clear coat on. Once it's fully dry, then we can go ahead and get everything all bolted back up, all the bumpers and stuff. So the paint is all dry and it came out pretty good. I also just put the panels on just to see how they'd fit, and here they are, front panels on, and they're looking good. Obviously it's not matching because this is proper dusty, hasn't been washed in forever, and it also will probably be faded. You can see in person it's a bit more orangey, so we'll need to sort that, but that will be easy fix. Just give the whole car a good clean, clay bar and a good buff, and it should come out just like this here panel here as well. Yeah, here's the repair. It blends in decently. You can kind of see where the clear coat is. Come on, focus. You can sort of see it, the feathered line on it, but we can sort that out when we're doing the cleaning the whole car, giving it a good buff. Same for the back, but it's blended in, and it's just got a bit of overspray, and we can sort that out with the wet sand polish and buff as well. So that doesn't really matter as long as we got all this here all sorted. And on the inside of the arch we got the stone chip. It's all blended in nicely as well, and we'll just need to clean that up once we clean the whole car. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead, get the bumpers all back onto the car, the inner arch liners, and then we should have a complete car. We've got the rear bumper support here. I just wanted to clean it up. After all doing all that work, I don't want to have any bits of rust on. So we've taken the brackets off, which are metal, and we are going to be just cleaning them up and painting them before we put it back on the car. Even though you won't see it, I'd rather just have no rust on the car So I'm just going to go ahead, sandblast these and then powder coat them and then clean up this aluminium as well, and then we can put it back in the car.